Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, we are 75 days away from the 2026 Daytona 500. We know we had the day one of the trial of the century. We had Denny Hamlin testify. They were able to get to pick the jury, which, I'm a little concerned about that one. I mean, to find people in the Charlotte area that don't know NASCAR that well, I mean, it's possible, yeah, I know some people out there that aren't NASCAR fans, but as long as they can be impartial, I'm all for it. Pretty quick jury, though. 9 juries they had to pick out of 30. You know, obviously some of them knew Michael Jordan, some of them knew NASCAR. One of them actually worked for Hendrick Automotive Group. I thought that was neat. But, so yeah, I mean, nothing big shockers to some of the stuff. And like I've said all along, there's no winners in this. We all lose. I think there is going to be a significant decrease in ratings next year in attendance. I think we're going to see it from Daytona on. The way the judge is talking, like he wants to make sure there's no way of an appeal. So that's interesting to see how that works. Is there a way that you have a settlement before this goes all haywire? I mean, yeah. I mean, apparently, based on some of the stuff I heard yesterday, Denny Hamlin broke down on the stand, talking about his not winning the championship, talking about his dad. Yeah, I mean, there were some good counter arguments there. If the charter system is so bad, why do you want it permanent? How do you claim you're losing money, but yet you spend $30 million on the Palace airspeed? So it's like, yeah, some of the stuff ain't making sense. Make it make sense, so we'll see what happens, but hopefully we don't do permanent harm to the sport. I know the NASCAR lawyers made a comment about the card IRL split ended up being a good thing. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was horrible, but we'll see what happens. But we are 75 days away from the Daytona 500. We're going to profile car number 75. Now, something I was talking about the other day, certain car numbers, in my head, it's like there's certain drivers and sponsors, and it popped in my head. Obviously, number 75 for Ray Mock Motorsports, Birch Mock, and Bob O'Reilly. 75 car of Neil Bonnet. 86, 87 when he drove it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's when I first got into the sport. Rick Mast drove it. Remington was the sponsor, and so in the Cup Series, which actually a low number to me, 75 car had 823 starts. I thought it'd be more than that. 6 wins, 63 top 5s, 119 top 10s, 8 poles. First race was September 24th, 1950. Last race was October 15th, 2017. 94 different drivers drove the number 75 in NASCAR Cup Series history. 3 different winners. 338 times it was a Ford. 226 it was a Pontiac. 104 Chevrolet. 70 Oldsmobile. 62 Mercury. 48 Buick. 23 Dodge. 3 Plymouth, Hudson, and a Toyota. Neil Bonnet actually leads the way with the number 75. 83 starts, 4 wins, 18 top 5s, 39 top 10s, average finish 14.3. Morgan Shepherd, 73 starts, 7 top 5s, 21 top 10s, average finish 19.5. Todd Bodine, 68 starts, 3 top 5s, 10 top 10s, average finish 24.7. Rick Mast, 59 starts, 3 top 10s, average finish 27.0. Joe Ruttman, 55 starts, 5 top 5s, 12 top 10s, average finish 19.0. Jim Pasquale, 42 starts, 1 win, 17 top 5s, 26 top 10s, an average finish of 10.8. Fireball Roberts, 3 starts, 1 win, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, average finish of 3.3. In the NASCAR Xfinity Series, I know it's the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, but the last race was in an Xfinity Series banner, so for these videos I'm going to say Xfinity Series. Obviously, we know it's O'Reilly's coming in next year. It used to be the Busch Series. There's people that still call it the Busch Series. I can go way back and call it the Budweiser Late Model Series, or even the Sportsman Division. 351 races in the Xfinity Series, 5 wins, 28 top 5s, 80 top 10s. First race, February 13th, 1982. Last race, August 9th, 2014. 35 different drivers drove the number 75 in Xfinity. 4 drivers won in it. Brad Teague, 93 starts, 1 win, 5 top 5s, 32 top 10s, average finish 15.9. Butch Miller, 64 starts, 7 top 5s, 20 top 10s, average finish 16.0. Rick Wilson, 41 starts, 2 wins, 5 top 5s, 9 top 10s, average finish 24.1. Doug Heveron, 35 starts, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, average finish 24.7. Jay Sauter, 17 starts, 1 top 10, average finish 28.7. Ward Burton, 12 starts, 1 top 5, 4 top 10s, average finish 19.3. Neil Bonnet also made 5 starts in the Xfinity Series in the number 75, 1 win, 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s, average finish 3.4. Joe Ruttman, 2 starts, 1 win, 1 top 5, 1 top 10, average finish 16.5. On the Truck Series, 440 starts among 32 drivers, 6 wins, 3 different drivers won those, 46 top 5s, 137 top 10s. First race, February 5th, 1995. Last race, October 17th, 2025. Now, when I think of the 75 Craftsman truck, I think of those first few years when Spear was the sponsor of it. It was from the Winston West days. Obviously, the Truck Series started at Mesa Marin Speedway there, and the Copper World Classic had some races there that first off season. David Starr, 93 starts, 3 wins, 25 top 10s, 55 top 5s, average finish 11.6. Parker Kligerman, 64 starts, still drives a 75 part-time today. 2 wins. I know some people think it should be 3 because of the disqualification at Daytona this past year. 9 top 5s, 25 top 10s, average finish 16.4. Marty Houston, the son of Tommy Houston, the Xfinity Series champion. 43 starts, 1 top 5, 11 top 10s, average finish 17.0. And there was a kid from California that raced the Mesa Marin Speedway. He ended up in the 75 truck. I can't remember the team owner name. Spear was the sponsor of the blue and white truck. And he ended up becoming a pretty big name in the sport of NASCAR. He got a start in that 75 truck. A kid named Kevin Harvick. Have you heard of him? Yeah. 37 starts in that 75 truck, 3 top 5s, 7 top 10s, average finish 17.8. I think he made a pretty good career for himself. Caleb Holman, 34 starts, 2 top 10s, average finish 21.5. Dennis Setzer, 17 starts, 1 win, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, average finish of 18.0. That is the number 75. Yeah. It's so crazy to look back at some of these stats and go, yeah, I remember when Morgan Shepherd drove it. I remember when Todd, Rick Mass, Joe Ruttman all drove that number 75 in the Cup Series. Vaguely remember Butch Miller driving it. Remember some of these truck guys. Remember when the Truck Series came about. They had that Winter Heat Series there at Mesa Marin, and they had, I want to say they were part of the Copper World Classic at Phoenix that year as well, the following year. And where the Truck Series has grown, I know TMD, on Monday they had the Mount Rushmore of defunct racetracks. And I actually talked about the first 2 Truck Series events I ever went to in 1996, Heartland Park Topeka, and then at I-70 Speedway. And, I still have memories of those days. I'm literally walking backwards, just kind of taking it all in. And there was a driver who was looking at his truck, and he had just gotten off the track, and he was walking backwards, and we bumped backs. And I turn around, and it's 3-time NASCAR champion Darrell Waltrip. And there's another time where I was over by a fence right outside the garage area. I was watching a guy work on his truck, and he'd got off course, and it was all muddy and stuff. And there was like a hose behind me. He's like, hey, can you hand me the hose? I'm like, yeah, sure, man. Put it through the fence, turn it on for him, and he waves me, turn it off, so I turned it off for him. He brings it back over, and I'm just standing there watching him. And a few minutes later, he walks back over and hands me an autographed picture. It was John Nemechek. I'm like, what? You're Joe's brother. And I became a fan of the Nemechek family ever since. And then, obviously, John Hunter fan now. So, yeah, the Truck Series kind of has a little kind of memories for me there as well. So, but that is car number 75. 75 days away from the Great American Race. Day 2 today of the Trial of the Century. Will this be the nail in the coffin of NASCAR, or will this bring just 2 changes to NASCAR that need to be done? Don't know. I'm predicting that at some point this week we will get the updated for next year's format, full season points. I think at some point over the next 75 days, Steve O'Donnell, Steve Phillips, Jim France will be out as NASCAR leadership. I don't know what's going to happen on the team side. I don't know if they're going to lose their charters and those two teams go away, or if they're going to have to buy their charters back. How all that's going to work. But then it's like, I think some settlement would have to make the charters permanent, and those teams have to keep the charters. But time will tell. One thing I speculated online was I could see Denny just being done with everything and getting out of the sport altogether. 2311 goes away. He retires from driving. Tyler or Bubba take over the 11, and then the other one goes to a third team for Legacy Motor Club if they buy one of the charters. I know RC's talked about buying a charter. I could see Colic buying a charter. I could see, a lot of teams that have two cars buying that third charter because you can only have max to 3. But I could also see that rule changing. Some of these teams getting 4. But we'll see what happens. Still a lot going on. I wish I said today was day 1. No, just, I wish I said the emails that have came out so far. No, just jaw-dropping, shocking news yet. But, we'll see what happens. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports content.